Rutgers in their favor.
Well, I just thought, you talk about trying to play gritty and trying to finish games. And Northwestern against Rutgers, they got off to a big lead. In paint.
A good one. Love it. Long ball right out of the chutes. Nothing there for Jones. Boy, that's what happens when you push. You look at that winning record, the winning percentage. And, of course, we always go back to the 2006 national title. Ooh. Look at Smeichel, the transfer out of Rutgers. Boy, has she been an addition for this Maryland bunch. Has racked up an awful lot of wins in his 17th year in 2020. Big team.
And as a coach, that's what you want young people saying about you.
So Northwestern with a chance to carve into the deficit. Ball on the deck. Williams, pump fake, and score.
Make that adjustment.
Look at Poffenberger, throws it away, then gets it right back. Boy, you talk about turning defense into offense.
Dulcie's going to have to spend a little bit of time on the bench, but, you know, she's one of the better defenders on this Terps team. Post defense is an area where Maryland has struggled as of late. They get caught behind, like you just saw with Ali Kubik. Michigan gave them with Williams and Walsh.
High hedge and then the ball fake. And another travel. Things getting a little sloppy for both clubs, Jim.
Now, Grace Sullivan is a different type of player than Kaylee Walsh, but still very much.
Job of hanging around, but there's the lazy pass. Poffenberger flies in. Remember, she's playing with a bad ankle that she sprained last time out in practice.
Absolutely, and they have, you know, they still have, they've got a couple winnable games, and you know, to finish up this season, and you don't know what's going to happen with the games that they miss, but he benefited from playing alongside Bree McDaniel. In fact, back in January, I had a chance to call, in a good way, of course.
Smeichel leads this bunch with 17.5 points a pop. That's got to change.
Yeah, I mean, post-Bree, and I'll say, like, post-Bree McDaniel, she's had some slight decreases in her points per game, her field goal attempts, you know, her effective field goal percentage. So I love the aggressiveness with which she's playing tonight.
Mid-range, Poffenberger, she's really crashing. Well played by Williams, who just beat the double team and elevates to hit. In terms of boards, points, compared to last year.
She's playing with freedom. I don't know how else to describe it.
Boy, that's a great feed.
Killer activity, just post up.
Clever, all the way to the rack.
Of the increased minutes that she's gotten.
Catch, shoot, bangs it home is Walsh.
And that's what makes Kaylee Walsh hard to guard, because she's a post player who can stretch the defense, she can pick and roll, but she's really good in that pick and pop.
11 points a pop. I really like her assist to turnover ratio. She does a good job of getting the team into the offense. All right, a few seconds left in this first quarter. Wheeling, dealing, gosh. So second quarter underway. Williams scores quickly. What Northwestern isn't excited about.
Of skill and size. And you just saw that really nice little fadeaway jumper there that's hard to guard.
Helping.
Absolutely. And the great news for Northwestern is they get her for 2 years. She's not one of those like one and done transfers.
Oh man, Poffenberger, you mentioned how critical it was to add her.
I mean, we're talking about skilled bigs, and Sailor Poffenberger, she's got that versatility. This is who's putting it between her legs, crossing you over, and then taking you to the rack. I mean, that is skill. Like that, she's a WNBA type.
The 1 year, only 6 total points before then going to Arkansas, where she lit it up in the 2 years there. And boy, play getting an open look at the cup, not there. And live ball turnover. No problem for Smeichel, and that.
They've got 13 points already on Northwestern's turnovers.
Poffenberger, long ball. Man, the second left her hand, Jim. Another turnover, and the wheels are coming off. Well done by Daly to pick that one off. Let's see if she can hit. You bet.
I mean, if she is hobbled still by the knee, you really can't tell. And what she's doing is also she's showing a great deal of toughness, and she's already on a high up on a lot of WNBA draft boards. So I hope what scouts are seeing is her toughness, her commitment. I just like anything where you can get Kaylee Walsh going to the rim.
Sellers shows the three she has had.
I mean, look at this graphic.
Yep.
Had to do as much until Bree McDaniel went out.
Yikes. Fisher knew she was going to create some contact.
That one.
Williams picks up her second foul by Tibiasu, picks up that dribble, and now it'll be a half-court set for Maryland. Really good job by Harder to crash the boards and draw the foul. Under 5 to go in the second quarter. Bailey can't shake the defender, so now it'll be an inside game and presence. And immediately, Thomas makes her presence felt.
They have this rotation of 5 different post players who all have 5 different sets of strength, whether it's the ability to shoot outside, like
not able to connect on the 3, so Lau will push pace. Oh boy, right into the hands of the Maryland defense. Poffenbarger, no foul called. She lands awkwardly. Remember, she's playing with a sprained ankle and is grabbing that ankle.
I mean, again, it starts with Maryland's defense that they're creating an offense, but you see a little bit of contact right there by Caroline Lau, or I'm sorry, Casey Harder. No, Caroline Lau, right
Lau.
there, yeah, right there, right?
Right.
Just an unnecessary risk that Caroline Lau took, making that pass in transition, and that's been the depth of Northwestern so far, is their turnovers. Today, before the game, she was out easily an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes before the game, the only one in the gym, and that was the shot that she was working on over and over again, was that pull-up jumper.
Burst to the basket.
And you know that's got to be killing Joe McEwen, because he is one of the extraordinary championships in every league he's played in because of his ability to teach defense.
Having herself a game at this point, hits a couple. Nobody goes to the line more often. All right, you wanted point production in the paint, or at least attempts in the paint. You're looking at it right there.
And continue doing that.
Good defense inside by Kubek, and here comes Maryland. Tibiasu rimming out. Fisher.
That 3 by Maryland. Yes, that was a quick.
Williams back on the floor for Northwestern. Schmeichel doing a really good job in a hot first half for Maryland. 1 of 2. We're going to preview the second half of our Big Ten. Tibiasu wants to push. The carry.
You don't see that very often.
Nope, you don't see it called.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah,
Poffenbarger sizing up the defense, hesitates. My goodness, she's tough on the run, isn't she?
I really like her game. That's a special type of talent.
So Walsh picks up her 3rd. And as you mentioned, this is a 6'2" player that can play big, down low, put the ball on the deck, out top. She can hurt you in so many ways.
I mean, she's that rare bird.
Yeah. We're going to go the other way. Basket waved off. It looks like they're going to get Williams' siblings with mom and dad. It wasn't me. It was them. She's making hay at the free throw line. And again, this is a Maryland team that does get
down the stretch, but it certainly helps when Ohio State, the team that's ahead of them,
yep.
or one of the teams that's ahead of them.
So 3rd quarter underway. Offensive rebound and putback for Schmeichel, but you look at a lot of the unforced errors as well. You know, Coach Joe is just dying with those as Schmeichel
disappeared. That can't happen, especially down the stretch for Maryland.
Again, down low, high percentage. This time, Schmeichel rimming off. Good offensive board. You know,
you're giving up in a zone defense is you're giving up offensive rebounds, and so now you have 2 don't see, but I mean, she's going to give you about 4 rebounds a game as well.
Moments ago, Taylor Williams about the work ethic.
Congratulations to her. I mean, it is not easy. One-arm passes across the court, exceeding Maryland's sense of urgency. Also the how, and it's how she's done it.
Ooh, clever, Williams.
It's exceeding Maryland's sense of urgency, as that was a really nice.
55-43. 9 on the shot clock for Daly and the Cats. Walsh, who's been hot, misses the layup, and oh, Poffenberger really hurting now.
Now it looks like she's grabbing her other ankle. Before, she was grabbing her right ankle. Now it looks like it's her left ankle.
Oh my goodness.
She fell away. The pain that she's experiencing right now, it's a tough one.
Sellers and Schmeichel right there with her.
The defensive end too, but right there, you just see her roll that ankle. There's no contact, or she didn't step on. Put pressure on her.
My goodness. At this point in the season, where you know time and treatment is your only medicine.
All accounts is the heart, the soul, the engine of this Maryland team. Brenda Fries called her the connector.
Yep.
She was the connector of this team. So you lose her for the season to an ACL.
Wants a lane to the bucket. Nice defense by Lau to cut her off. Sellers, long ball, you bet.
And some boost of energy to this Terp squad.
Lau dumping it. Great back rim and off to Biasu. And here comes Lau in double figures in the rebound department. Daly flies in and scores. Yeah, that was, she wanted to.
That's poise right
She wanted
there.
to sandbag it, but she didn't. Buck 25 left to go in the third. Schmeichel takes a bump. 4 on the shot clock. Sellers, another 3, and if I'm not mistaken, that's her 4th.
Going, change sides, get the zone in rotation.
Well executed. Schmeichel. Maryland, though, maintaining that lead. And Williams draws yet another foul. She'll go to the line.
Northwestern has really done a
Williams to the line. 56% free throw shooter. One more. Every point, obviously critical for Northwestern. There's the kick. Carter's got a few seconds, way short on that shot, but draws the foul with 4 seconds left.
Been playing well the last 5 games, averaging 8 points for her squad. She's been kind of quiet.
You're within 10 after 3, and you've got reason to hope. Let's squeeze something off. Long ball, long ball. All right, picking up too quickly here in this 4th quarter. Carter, good free throw shooter.
I was really concerned about Northwestern's ability to defend Maryland without fouling. And
Biasu, Sellers almost turns it over. Well, Poffenbarger will not return tonight. No surprise there. Well, she'll take a seat right now. Dulcie back in. Already 5 team fouls.
her resiliency, I love her stick-with-itness. Is that a word, or did I just make
It is
that
now
up?
her 4th foul. And, man, she's got to be really careful with the stem that fast break. Sellers wide open. Dulcie. Pretty good D by Walsh.
It's a good shot by Cheyenne Sellers. I mean, it's almost like she's hesitating because she just can't believe that she's so open, equally effective on the low block.
Got them both. And, man, if you're Northwest, shot clock. Great feed. You love the feed. And 8 assists. Will try and pick up her first points of the game.
So if you're Northwestern, you don't let off the gas. You're aggressive. Everything from this point on is you're trying to.
Now in the scoring column as well. Long ball, Tibiasu. There's your answer.
The team is.
Man, you want that double bye for all kinds of reasons. And goodness, another pick. And the banker from Harder. What have we here? Ooh. That's the way you break a press and break the heat. And Maryland, stating the obvious, needed that. Wow, Sullivan with the little set shot. It was a deuce, steal, bucket. Daly continues to make her presence felt. This crowd is up. And Lau picks up her fourth.
And that was a very dangerous pass by
Northwestern's defense just wreaking havoc. Nice step through. Great.
I like her, Ann.
I do too.
Northwestern's better. They really feed. She can kind of sneak in there and get on the offensive glass.
All right, it's 1 of 2. 7 on the shot clock right here for Sellers. Little runner, big hoop. Gets 1 of 2. 9 on the shot clock. Oh, could be the dagger. Tibiasu with a huge long. Now, Elise Woodward have got you covered. Job of getting to the free throw line, and that was a big stick. She gets them both.
That was
long ball. Oh, let's not go anywhere quite yet. Schmeichel sitting on 22 points. She's gone to the line 11 times to Maryland. But I just love the fact that Northwestern never quit on this one.
There's no such thing as an ugly win. I know some coaches will disagree, but I don't believe so. I thought Northwestern played very gritty and tough tonight, but credit to Brenda Fries in Maryland.